All right, tip top of the day, family. We are here.
Hey.
It is live. I'm excited to be in the place. I've been wanting to press that air on. Give it up for my bride, but she finally made it in the studio. She made it in the studio, guys. It is so good. I'm excited to be here, and I have no idea what's going to happen. Okay, because I threw out today. So today we had a marriage group online, and I just decided to say, hey, um, you want to come to the studio? But I didn't say to go live here because I don't think it would have happened. I said, do you want to come to the studio? And she said, yes. I don't know about you, how old you are, but if you remember Fred Sanford, he's like, oh my gosh, this is the big one. I couldn't believe that she said she wanted to come. So I was excited. So my girl is in the building, and I'm excited that she's here. So when you come on live, I want you to drop a one in the chat. Let us know. We're testing out some new streams here in Vine Creative Studios. So if you see us live, drop a one in the chat, say something. We're watching and we want to be able to connect with you. It's going to be an awesome day. So I see a couple of people. Howard, thank you for the fire, man. Drop a chat in there, Howard. Howard, make sure he sees me on everything that we do. I love that brother. He's a good guy. And we appreciate you, man. So anyway, we are live here in Vine Creative Studio. This is the first live as a couple. And we're not going to be too long tonight. We're just excited. So, again, if you're here and you're watching and you come in late, drop your name in the chat. We want to shout you out. We want to show you some love. And I want to introduce my wife, my best friend for 26 years, Hazel Pierre. Big round of applause for her, please. Thank you very much.
You're too much. Oh gosh, what the?
Yes, go ahead. Introduce yourself to the family.
I think you just did that.
That's okay. We could you could do some more.
Well, guys, as he said, I'm his wife, Hazel, and we have been married for 25 years. And yeah,
but it's 25, 26 years. Like, be honest with it. Like, tell them what happened because
you know what? You like to tell them what happened.
nah,
I will tell them very short, and I will not have it very colorful.
I'll tell you exactly what happened. So we got married. What year was it that we got married?
2001.
2001. So we got married in 2001, and we moved over to Queens. In Queens over here, and in between when we bought our first house, we lost all of our stuff. And when I say all of our stuff, I'm talking about everything. Birth certificate, marriage certificate, passports, everything. We lost everything. The entire thing we lost. So we had to get them back. So, we had to send back to Trinidad to get it back. So we sent back to Trinidad and they sent us back everything. But when they sent it back, they sent back the marriage certificate. Wait for this. It said that we were married in 2000 and we were married. So I was like, what? She was like, no, you got to change it. I was like, what do you mean we got to change it? She's like, nope, you got to change it. I was like, why we got to change it? And then she says, because it's not the real thing. So I'm like, so you're telling me that you're going to give up a free year of marriage? A free year marriage. Like, so technically we're married 26 years, right? She's like, no, it does the real thing. I said, the paper says it's real. Who? Chat, help me out here.
Well,
drop in the chat if you would have given up a free year of marriage. You didn't have to do nothing. They put it on the paper and you got a free year of marriage. I'm watching in the chat. Who's in the chat? I got my chat up. So if you're here and you're watching right now, drop it in the chat. Who say me? Say I would give it up, or say no, I wouldn't give it up. Because you have any idea how hard it is, marriage, working at marriage, how difficult it is. So you get a whole year that you didn't have to do nothing. You didn't have to say nothing. Yeah. You get a bonus year. That's like the equivalent to when you get when they give you the hour. What is it? The fallback?
Oh,
which one we like? The fallback. When you get a fallback hour.
We don't like spring forward.
No, we don't like spring forward. But when you get when you get the
in
fall
fall.
back, it's fire. Yes?
Yes.
So anyway, that's how we were 25, 26-year marriage, but
Yes.
somebody didn't want to do it.
First of all, nobody even believes us when we tell them that we're married 25 years. Let's just start with that.
Yeah, that's the first thing. Like,
So you don't need to add another year to that. Let them just take that in.
yeah, like they just. I remember one time. I got to be honest with you. I'm just watching the chat here. I'm just monitoring the chat. I remember one
Okay.
time we went into the supermarket, and I go out there and we bought something, and it had like 1% alcohol in it or whatever it was. It's just like just like silly stuff. I go up, and the guy was like, "Thank you," but then I was like, "Oh, I
I am
told her
standing
she's
right
right
there.
there though, by the way." So now I'm like,
Like
"Oh,
it's not even a like they have the divider on the shopping
yeah." So
the
I know she's
register.
right there. Then she's like, "Oh," I'm like, "Oh, grab another one." So she had to come on the line and go grab another one. I'll take the extra year. Yes, that's my favorite sister-in-law, by the way. That's my favorite sister. Show her right there. I'll take the extra year.
That's so
Thank
funny.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Big round of applause for her because that's a smart chick right there. Okay. But anyway, thank you, baby. Beverly. I have to say Beverly when I'm online.
Yes.
So that's a whole nother thing. Thank you, Beverly. Because I'll be like, why is he calling her baby while they're on live? Like what? So
There's a story there, but we're not going into that.
thank you, Beverly. Thank you, Beverly. So anyway, so I'm in the line. So I was like, go back. I'm telling her like, go back and
get another one.
and get another one. So she goes back and she comes back. She comes back in the line and the same exact thing. And then the guy was like, could I see your
Can
ID?
I see your ID?
I'm like, what? Why you want to see my ID? You don't want what? Why you want to see my ID? Why? Because she looks young, and I just look like
what?
I don't even know. Why wouldn't he ask me?
You look like you're over 21.
I don't know. Am I her dad? Like I don't know what that looks like. Anyway, but that's just like I even know how to look at that. But anyway, that's for years, people wouldn't even realize that we were married for 25 years. So
it's just a hard thing.
It's a very hard thing, yeah. So anyway, thank you, Beverly, for logging on, staying on. So we appreciate you guys. So we just wanted to kind of test out. Go ahead and drop it in the chat if the audio is good. If you guys like the studio. We are in the studio for our first time recording. And many of you, if you don't know the story, we can share with you the story. As a matter of fact, we might just pivot to that and just talk a little bit about that instead of the other direction I was going to go. And I wanted to talk about that because I think that's having you here in the studio telling that story. I think that's going to be extremely powerful. So let's kind of like go back a little bit to how we got here, right? How we got to where we are, and to just share with you that sometimes when God says no, or many times when God says no is actually a good thing. How many of you know that when God said, I coming out of this situation when we tell you the story, here's the one thing I've learned so far for the last couple of months. Oh, shoot, we did not even record that son of a gun. So we're going to go ahead and hit the record there button. I need to have a sign in the studio on top here that says press record. Make sure before you leave here, boss. By the way, she's my boss. Just want to let you guys know that. It's so funny because everything here is on her name. So I can get fired literally at any time. So anyway, make sure you put a record button. So let me tell you the story about how we we got here. So go back, it's been a very challenging last year. 2025 was a very, very, very challenging year, difficult year. And we still have some testimonies that we're not ready to put out just yet, but it's coming and it's massive. But last year was just a really, really difficult time. And I want you to be able to share about your part in what I'm going to talk about. So before I tell you how we got to the studio, let me tell you what was happening. So one day last year, Hazel and I just said, let's just go out like a couple. And, we always date. That's the other thing too. Hazel and I, it doesn't matter, for 26 years, she could be in the room with me 24 hours and I still don't think like I have enough time. Like I want to spend time. And it's weird. Might sound weird, but I don't get enough time of my best friend. So we said, let's go out and let's go ahead and spend some time. So we went out, and while we were out hanging out, I said to her, baby girl, you remember what I said to you? I said, I don't feel too good. And he says, oh, okay. And I went to the bathroom. And when I went to the bathroom, it wasn't great. And I came out, I was lightheaded, and I said to her, hey, we need to go. Um, we need to go to the emergency. So we went to the emergency, and I remember sitting in the emergency, and I never passed out in my entire life. And I remember sitting there, and they drew my blood. And then when they did it, I just felt like just so weak. And I'm looking at her, and you know when you watch the movies and you see people like people talking, and you're hearing their voice echoing in the background. That's real. That is real like a son of a gun. I'm seeing, and they're like, hello, hello, and they're talking to me. Say, are you okay? Do I look okay? I'm not okay. This is not what okay looks like. And I passed out, and when I woke up, I lost 7 pints of blood. 7 pints of blood. And I was in the hospital for 7 days. And before I kind of go on, I want you to kind of tap in a little bit and just talk about how did you, when you found that out, what ran through your mind at that exact moment when you heard, like when we were actually going to the hospital. And there's a part that I want you to talk about too, the day when I came out, and you went out to pick me. We'll get into that in a little bit later on. But tell me how you felt when that happened that first time.
I mean, it was just, of course, like nobody say, "Oh, tomorrow we're gonna have an emergency," and go to the emergency room. Nobody, because obviously you didn't plan to go there. So I was just like, okay, trying to think positive, and I'm not trying to stress out. I'm not trying to stress the family out, the kids out, anybody out, including him, and just keep it together and just go, take him there, and just trust God that everything's gonna be fine. But then they kept him, and then one day turned to two, and two to three, and three to seven, and it was just like no real answer in sight. So it had me. It was like a lot of days for me, just keeping everything together, keeping the house together, the kids together, like keeping everything running smoothly. Although as a family, the kids and I had, been praying for him while he was there, and they really came together at that time and understood, because we told them what happened, and they understood that he is in the hospital, so something is going on. And we really came together as a family, and
Now you
it
said
was
something that
just
was and I want to touch on that. You said that one of your kids surprised you with the way that they prayed. Tell me about that. One of them was putting down some big prayers. You remember which one was that?
oh, the little one.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes. So we had everyone pray, take turns praying for him, and the little guy, our youngest, he was praying, and he was praying so specific, and for things that like a seasoned believer would pray for, like with that level of understanding. And I like I was like, my eyes were closed, but then when I was hearing the things that he was saying, I like open one of my eye. I'm like, okay,
Okay.
yeah, yes, God,
Like what's
but
going on there?
yeah, and it just also made me realize also that the example that you set in the home, and not just going to church or just saying stuff. You also have to be that example on a
And what's
daily
that saying that
basis.
you usually say all the time? More is caught,
More is caught than taught.
taught.
So you can tell
Write
them
that
about
down.
what they have to do. You can tell them that, okay, you have to read your Bible, you have to do this, you have to study, and all of that. But if they see you reading, and if they see you studying and in the Word, and worship and stuff, it's that they grasp. You know.
Yeah, a lot of things that, and drop a one in the chat if you actually agree with more is caught than taught. Meaning that there is this old saying, do as I say, but not
And
as
not
I
as I
do.
do.
Well, that's not how kids operate,
No.
right? They'll watch you and they will do exactly what you do. So if you're having conversations about, and this is for married people now. So if you speak about your spouse in a negative way around your children,
Mm-hmm.
and then you want them to have respect for them. Hey, good night, Robin, my brother. God bless you. My bless you, my brother. God, Robin is good, man. Robin is a good brother. Haven't seen you in many years, man. We need to get together. Might need
Yeah.
to get you guys in the studio. Might need to get you guys in the studio. We out here in Valley Street. Might need to get you out here, put some work in, man. Robin is a great brother. But yeah.
Nice.
So if you think for a second, right? If you think for a second that if you think for a second, Nadine is saying, yep, that's right. More is caught than taught. Yeah. So if you think for a second that you can talk about your spouse in front of your children in a
Yeah.
negative way, but then you want them to respect their father or you want them to honor their mother
Right.
or whatever the case might be, like that, it doesn't work that way, right?
Mm.
But the same also goes to the way that you speak about your spouse outside of the house. So how do you speak about them with your sisters and your brothers? How do you speak about them in church? If you go out there and you're talking about your husband in a way that's non-becoming, how do you expect them to respect him, right?
Right.
So again, it goes all the way past children, which is more is caught than taught, right? More is caught than taught, meaning what is it that you're showing them that you want them to do? Yeah, Robin, I see you in Florida, man. Good, 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 brother. Well, look, listen, are you living in Florida or is it that you're in Florida because you ran from the
Florida
snow?
is
Like,
cold
I just want to
right
know,
now.
is it because you carry that 30-degree weather to Florida? Because I heard Florida is
It's
like 30
cold.
degrees. Robin, let me know if you are living over there because
Oh, that's
I don't know.
funny.
A little bit again, I heard you guys had some dusting over there. So you leave New York to go to Florida to shovel some snow. I don't know what that's
I
about,
don't
but
think they had snow, but it's
hey,
cold.
look, Joanne, is this right here? Hey,
Let's see.
let's see what this here is dropping. I appreciate you guys showing up in the chat, guys.
Hi.
Jodine, hey, Hazel, hey, Jodine. Appreciate you hopping on. Appreciate you guys showing us the love, man. You guys are so good. Let me give you the horn. I don't know. I always wanted to go live so that I could press the horn. But anyway, bringing it back right here. So, Robin is saying that he's living there now. Okay,
Oh,
Robin.
nice.
Good for you, brother.
Yes.
Good for you, man. But look, listen, whenever you come back to New York, come see us, look us up. We're right here. We'd love to have you. So again, all right, so let's kind of get back to the story here because we're not gonna keep you guys here too long. Robin says one more week of cold. Yep. That's what you
Mm.
get. That's what you get for leaving us. That's what you get. I'm going down in the sunny weather. Nope, you're going down to 33 weather. You're gonna get that
Oh,
down there too.
no.
Hey, look, Nicole. Oh,
Good night.
Nicole, my second favorite sister-in-law. I only say that because I don't want the other one to think that, but you're actually my first. But then but I
Make sure
can't,
she's
I
first.
can't, I can't let the other one know. So listen, pull your ears over here, Nicole, so that way Nadine doesn't hear. Hey, look, Nigel. Hi to my schoolmate Hazel. What's up, Nigel?
Hi.
Yeah, you know what it was so crazy, guys, is that I told her nobody was going to show up tonight. I
I
said there's a
thought nobody was gonna
I said
show
there's a
up.
100% that nobody is going to show tonight. And now
Lies.
you guys are showing up. Nico, we appreciate you guys. All right, cool. So listen, guys, thank you so much for sure. Show some fire, show some love in the chat. We appreciate you. It's so
Yeah.
good, man. Like it is such a blessing. We have been trying to do this for like 100 years. And I look at Nate, look at baby. Baby's like, I know, baby. I'm sorry. I didn't want the.
See how he has no behavior.
I love my sister-in-laws. I love all of them. They're beautiful. I remember though,
Mm.
Beverly. I remember the night when I was coming to see Mr. Braze. I remember that night. And I remember family, and there's another story for another episode. I don't want to take that
Lots and
episode.
lots of stories.
But I can tell you the one time, the very first time I was going to see my father-in-law for the first time, who I love. God bless you. Shout out to Mr. Braze. Beautiful man. Beautiful man. And I remember coming down to meet him for the first time. Now, backstory, I did not meet him before I proposed to his daughter.
No, that's a brave move.
Okay, that's a man
But
in love.
okay.
I was risking my life. I'm not talking about. Look, listen, guys. I'm not trying to act like I was tough. I like, man, man, you can't say nothing about me and this and that and the other. No, I was just in love. I was blinded in love, and I put a ring on it. And then I was like, oh, son of a gun, I didn't meet her father yet.
Yeah.
And I remember, Beverly, I'm seeing you right now. I remember walking up and Beverly sitting on the sideline, and she says, dead man walking. I think Nico was there too, but Nico was just nice. It's just, baby, dead man walking. Dead man walking. I remember that. You remember that? Yeah, he was real brave. Yeah, but you remember the dead man walking? You did that. And you put those chills in me. And but anyway, my father-in-law loves me. He's an amazing man. And clearly he didn't take me out. Gave me his blessing. And now I have his beautiful daughter here with me. Esther, shout out to my girl, Esther. Esther, we need you in the studio. Esther, fun fact. Do you remember the very first time that we did a video inside the office where we did the gem moment?
Mm-hmm.
It was with Esther. Shout out to Esther in the chat. Shout out to you, girl. You were the very first video. You need to hit me up. Call me tomorrow. Let's get you into Vine Studio, recording some videos. We appreciate you. Man, you guys are showing up. You guys going to make me tear up in here. Okay. So anyway, let me finish the story. So, obviously the little one was praying. So Hazel really pulled together the household. So back to the hospital now. So I'm sitting in the hospital and I lost 7 pints of blood. I'm telling you. So the doctors is coming in. They don't understand where I'm bleeding from. They can't figure it out. They're doing all sorts of tests. And day after day, I'm staying in the hospital. Now, understand this, that in the next 7 days, we have had one of the most biggest appointments we have had in our entire life coming up that we could not miss. But meanwhile, I'm in the hospital bleeding out, right? So the appointment, I think it was on the Wednesday, yes. And I went in the hospital, I think was from like the
last Tuesday or something like that.
Yeah, the last Tuesday. We miss you too. We miss you too, Esther. God bless you, girl. So I'm in the hospital about the week before. So I'm thinking, they'll figure it out. They'll lick and stick, and they'll get me out. First day go by, second day go by, the third day go by. But here's an important part of the story I want you to hear right now. Lean in with me. Don't leave just yet. This is big, and I want you to do it, right? Follow me. So I'm staying in the hospital. I'm leaning up on the bed. So the guy across the hall from me, he is crying in pain the very first night. And I'm talking about pain. He is like crying. He is crying in pain. And I'm talking about really agonizing pain. The guy next to me lost 8 of his toes due to diabetes or something. So they had to cut his toes off. Okay, so he's over there crying and I'm laying on the other bed. So the guy's crying across the hall. This guy's over here. He's bleeding out. My body's feeling weak. I don't know what to do. So I'm laying up in the bed. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're following me. I want to make sure you're following the story. I want to make sure that you guys are with me here. So I'm laying up in the bed and I'm sitting there. And the very first night, now mind you, the guy is crying. The guy is crying on the other side. He's yelling, he's screaming out. And the very first night I lay in the bed, I felt like my body did like this. While I'm laying up in the bed, my body did like this. Shh. I felt like my spirit was trying to come out of my body. And I laid there, and as soon as it came back down, it just kind of came back in like with a force. Shh, boom. And it came back in my body, and I just kind of like shook. And then the second night, it happened again. Shh. And I remember just feeling so terrified because it was almost as if I felt like it was just trying to suction out of my body. And then the third night, it happened again. The same exact thing, just like shh, boom. And it came back in my body. And I remember the third time it happened, I remember feeling so much. It was just feeling so heavy. The weight of it was heavy. And I remember laying on the bed and I say, God, I don't want to go yet. I don't want to go yet. We have so much to do, God. And I didn't want to leave my girl. And I remember, and every time I tell this part of the story, I always usually cry a little bit because I say, God, I don't want to go yet. I don't want to leave her. You know, we have so much to do. And meanwhile, she's home there, you know, taking care of the household. And I say, God, I want to put so much more work in for you. Please don't let me go. But instead of me saying, why me, God? Instead of me saying, why me, God? I say, God, what is it that I'm missing? What is it that you want me to say? And I remember I hear God said to me, I hear God said to me, he said, listen, I want you to carry a message for me. I want you to carry a message. Lean in with me, guys. I want you to carry a message to my people, and I want you to tell them this. Tell them there is a difference between being late and too late. He says, son, if you show up to the party and the party is over, he said, then it's too late. He said, the gift that I gave you is no longer valuable. And the same time that he said that, the guy who was crying for 3 days across the hall, I didn't hear him for the morning. I was like, oh, maybe he's getting peace, right? Same time they said that, I saw them roll. This is a true story, guys. Lean in. I saw them roll the guy out with a toe tag, and he was dead. And the Holy Spirit said to me, that is too late. He said, I want you to go tell them that if they show up to the party and it's 11:59, he said, tell them you still have time. Get to work. He said, because if they show up to do my will, they serve a God that can make the sun stand still. You're not too late. You're still alive. Until that toe tag is on your toe, you are still alive and you can get to work. Drop a fire in the chat if you are with me. If you know that you are not too late. If you're looking at this live stream, whether you're live right now or whether you're coming in on the replay, I want you to drop a fire emoji right now when you see it to know that you're not too late. As a matter of fact, I want you to type it in the chat. I'm not too late. Some of you, the enemy has convinced you that you're no longer valuable, that you're washed up, that you can't provide anything else to the world, that you can't do anything else. Nicole, I see you. He has convinced you that you're no longer good. But I'm here today on this live to share with you that it's not too late. You still have time. Show up and do the will of God. And I remember when he said that to me, I felt the fire inside of my bones. I don't know about you, but I came out the next day. No, I didn't come out the next day. It took about 3 more days. But I was fired up. I told the doctor, I said, look, listen, I'm ready to go. And they did some more tests. And then the blood dried up. The blood dried up. And I was able to leave. Amen.
Yeah.
So what Robin is saying there, Robin says, I know you went to do a lot, but whatever I see you, I always remember the preacher in you. Hey, look, listen, man, you can't take away the preacher, Robin. You know this. You cannot take away the preacher from inside. The gift and the call of God, it doesn't leave you. But I tell you this, man, I was fired up when that happened. And I remember coming out, and this is my message to you today to encourage you. So I'm going to tell you how the studio came about, and then I'll let you guys go. Give me like 10 more minutes. So, but just share with them, really, really, share with them your heart from when it is I came out. When I did come out, when I struggled that day, and you saw me looking pale. And it was the first time I ever had an anxiety attack because I felt like it was coming back. You remember that? And you were driving to the hospital. I know it's a little bit of a blur for you because
because it's like so much. Go ahead and
But what I remember when I came out of the hospital and I sat there on the table and I knew what God brought me out. But sometimes the enemy will try to mess with you. Mess with your brain. Oh, let me drop a bomb on you. Let's show you how the enemy will mess with you. Watch this one if this one makes sense. Do you guys know that the enemy, the devil, did not lie to Eve? You're looking at me like, where is this guy? What is he talking about? Go back and read it. Here's what he said to her. He says, oh, God knows that if you eat of the tree of good and evil, that you will be, if you eat from the tree, you will be like gods and you will know good and evil. Remember, that's what he said, right? What happened when God came and said, Adam, where are you? Go back and read it. He says, oh, the man and the woman are like us, knowing what? Good and evil. He said exactly what the devil told us. He didn't lie. He presented her with some information that she decided to act on. So when I'm sitting here, sometimes, man, you guys gonna make me preach. It's already hot in this studio, but I'm telling you, don't be messing with me. Understand something. Sometimes the devil will come to you and he'll tell you the truth, but you'll decide to act on it and not trust in what God. So he's telling you the truth. So I came and I was feeling kind of aware, and the devil was saying, "Oh, it's it's coming back," and I chose to believe what I was feeling other than what God said. God said you were delivered. God said you were healed. And I remember feeling some kind of a way. And Hazel had to jump in the car, race over to the doctor, spend the entire day. And then the doctor was like, no, you good. Your blood is back up. You're ready to go. And since then, we've been on fire. So I come out of the hospital. So I want to tell you about the studio real quick, and then I'll let you go. Hey, Mark, my brother. Man, all my family should. Man, we need you in the studio. You right up in PA, man. You in PA. Hop in the car. Come down, man. Let's do some sessions together. Oh, man. All my people are here tonight. So anyway, so I come out of the hospital. And the night that I came out of the hospital, just before I went into the hospital, we got an email from Amazon saying, hey, do you want to submit for the Amazon Small Business Grant? I was like, I don't know what to submit. So I went to ChatGPT. I'm like, listen, Amazon has this grant. What could we do? I screenshot the whole picture. I gave it to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is like, oh, well, you're good at video and you're good at stuff. You could open up a studio. I'm like, yeah, maybe I could open up a studio. And and so I go pray to God. This was before I go to the hospital. I go pray to God and then I say, God, what should I call the studio? And at first we called it Content and Co. And I go to get it registered and it didn't register. So I come back and I says, God, what to call it? And you know what he said to me? He said, I already gave you the name, because he had given us the name, but the name was so simple. He says, call it Vine Creative Studio. It's built on John 15:5, where the scripture verse says, and if you could find it, I don't know if you could find it really quickly, because I want you to read it. Yeah, let's do it, Mark. Let's do it, bro. She's gonna find the scripture, John 15:5. She's gonna get it, because I want you to see this. So God says, I already gave you the scripture verse, and he gave it to me, John 15:5, and it was crazy when I read it. And he says, that's the name that I want you to call it. And I said, God, I don't want to be like super spiritual and whatnot, but read what it is John 15:5 say for them.
It says, I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. If you do not, this is 6.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you do not remain in me, you are like a branch that is thrown away and withers. Such branches are picked up, thrown into the fire, and burned. If you remain in me, and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish, and it will be done for you. This is to my Father's glory, that you bear much fruit, showing yourselves to be my disciples.
Come on. So he says, I am the vine and you are the branches. If you abide in me and I in you, you shall bear much fruit. But if you do not, you shall be cut off. And that's how I felt in the hospital. So I said, okay, great. I put the name in and the name got approved. I came out of the hospital. Amazon says to me, oh, you have to give us a logo. You have to give us a website. You have to give us an email. Now, mind you, I just lost 7 pints of blood, family. I don't know what to do. So I go back to the AI. They said, oh, and tonight is the last night to do it. So I go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT makes the logo, builds the website, makes the email, submit it to Amazon. Son of a gun. 2 weeks later, Amazon sends me an email and says, congratulations, you guys have won the Amazon Small Business Grant. Woo! Now, you can't make that stuff up. He says, if you abide in me and I abide in you, you shall ask for whatever you want. I said, God, we
Yeah.
want the studio. They sent us a check for $25,000 and say, go build the studio. We don't want the money back. And that's the gift that you see us sitting in here today, halfway blood in my body, putting in the AI, and all of a sudden we're coming to you live from Vine Creative Studio.
Yeah.
It's proof that God provides. So
Yes.
here's what I want to leave you with today.
Mm.
I want to know, are you connected to the vine? Do you abide in him? Are you in him? Hey, Celeste, how you doing? I gotta say, daughter, my niece, she's living with us now. So it's like people ask me all the time. It's like, how many kids you have? I said, man, I got like 4 of them now. Shoot. But we love her, man. That's Beverly's daughter. That's living with us, but she's just like one of our kids. I found one of the pictures of her the other day. And so she's like, oh my gosh, that was just the other day. I'm like, yep, that was 10 years ago. But anyway, we appreciate all of you guys. So that's what we're living in. We're living in Vine Creative Studio, and this is the blessing. So we wanted to share that with you today and come in live here for the first time. So we're excited. So I'm gonna let my girlfriend and my best friend kind of close us off here with anything that you have to say. Just talk about, anything that you want to say. And the reason I'm putting her out there, guys, drop a 1 in the chat. If you know what, do me a favor. Everyone that's watching right now, say, do it, Hazel. I've been trying to get her to get on live forever. For the
all
past
the time.
Forever.
All the time.
No, not all the time. Not all the time. Forever.
Everybody knows this.
So I want you to support her in the chat. Drop a fire emoji, light it up, and say, do it, Hazel. Go live. Live looks good on you.
Go live.
Let her see. Go live every week. Let her come back. Let her come back to the studio. We can do this every Monday night. We're going to show up. Do it, Hazel. Esther says, do it, Hazel, right there.
Esther,
right?
You come here.
Right? Do it. Let's go live. Let's go ahead. Who's that there? Esther said, come on. She says, come on. Esther's been one of our closest friends from a long time. Mark says, drop the fire emoji on the chat. Go ahead, Mark. Let's go. Right? And Celeste says, do it, Auntie. Oh, we got Skirkers on the building. Say what's up to your nephew. What's up, buddy? Oh, man. We got all the folks out here tonight. Who else is in there? Steve Patino is in the building. We got all the blasts from the past. We got Nico. Nico, the next time we're going to bring you on and we're going to talk about how you are a part of
This is my friend, Nicole.
This is Nicole. Shout out.
I have a sister named Nicole and I have a friend named Nicole. So this is friend Nicole. Hi, Nicole.
Shout out to Nicole for bringing her to camp, and we'll tell you guys the story in the next episode.
Oh my God!
Shout out to Nicole for bringing her to the camp, so that way I was able to find my bride. Okay, Nicole. So I have a special place in my heart for you, girl, because if it wasn't for you and Miss Merle, I don't know, I might have been in the studio by myself. So anyway, guys, listen, we love you.
Oh God!
And I'm gonna let Hazel close this off. Thank you for showing her the love. Do it, Hazel. Maybe we go live again next Monday. We'll see what happens. We've been talking about it, and I'm happy that you guys showed up and showed some love. So give them some parting words. Your first time on live. It wasn't that scary. What's the word that you heard yesterday? You are more what? Come on, say it. Drop it. You are more ready.
You're more ready
than you recognize. You are more ready. You always thought I have to be ready. You have to do this. Just show up and be you. People love you. You see it in the chat. Drop a love emoji in the chat. Let us see that you love her and that this is where she needs to be, and God is calling her into another place. So go ahead.
You know, let me tell you guys something before we close off. If I don't, this just happened this evening. This evening, he asked me, you want to come to the studio? And I'm like, you know what? Sure. Bet. And look, all of a sudden, we're on live. I have to plan this. And I have to come back, every Monday?
I'm just saying, man. We just talked about it. We just talked
I
about
was
being
not
locked in,
prepared to be
locked
on
in.
any camera. Like I have my like this is my run out the house.
She looks cute on it. It
This
looks
is my
cute on
run
you.
out the house look, like
It
a
looks cute
sweater
on
and
you.
hat. It's cold out here in these streets.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, I did not expect to be here. But I thank you guys for showing up on
We
this
appreciate you guys, and we love you.
spontaneous live.
On this spontaneous live, it turned out way better than everything. So tune in for the next time. We'll tell some more stories. We'll have fun. We'll engage. We love you guys.
Mm,
Thank you so much. Drop some fire in the chat as we're about to pull out from here. And we will
yes.
see you guys. Hopefully, we'll see you guys again soon. The next time. Until then, we love you. God bless you.
God bless.
And remember to smile. Take care, guys. Bye.